Appleseed. I recall the first time I bumped heads with my head, led to a dead bargain. A thanks for nothing, low life, and a starter beg my pardon. When a dust mite harbor spider barely dents the cicada phase, blades a burden. Decorate the backs of freedom fighters. Servants make the steeples higher. Man, the loose cannon. Penning for gold. Penning for chance to land in camps branded with push stamped on their hands. Let's push up through the now. Let's evoke a vow of zip lips clipped to my peaking brow. I've seen immaculate hearts blemished under the mask of genie bottle hostages who wish that a third to her broken promises. Glass bottom Gotham, fragile castle, and master passage where even the innocent captives bleed. Appleseed, leave me with a breeding hassle factors feed. Pin the tail on the village idiot term, giddy click stern. Greet a burner basics laid with the moans of neurotic nitpicking patrons and a pseudo-potent patronage. Mood of the moment glowed within the splendor of its grace. And I'm hella swamped, truly moody in my day's makeshift awakenings. Act as if apathy's been your best friend since the bonding. I went up you with love letters from despondency. Honestly, Appleseed.
On a sunny afternoon in Lower East Side, New York.
Good morning, my sweet vision of morbid disorder, and good evening, wonderful riddance and such. Maybe today I'll touch the burgundy halo, trimming the tunnel's end or bend with tenant spangled across a more tangible premise. The splendor shimmy splinters all up in day tripper visuals. Take it easy, man. Fuck it, I'll take it anywhere I can. My palms are chin rest when I witness fury scurry past my window. Model city in a bottle, plugged hostile. There's bliss and pollutants, and a billion suckers puckering a vibe. Maybe this sucker ship is the treasure. But they insisted, man. I'm trying to spin me dizzy, sponging up the given dungeon functions as opposed to art historians absorbed inside assumptions. Everybody, cup your knuckles when the spout divorces vertical, marveling at the spite with which it curdled. Outside my tenement coats a little warmth from out the mug of masons, wasted laying bricks for days to later find they own a lot of Jason. Mark the blasphemy, elements of elegance and savagery, murder the gossip, fucking run off happily. Broken spoke cyclists choking open Dr. Zayas born fetus in a matchbox, keylessly padlocked to hammer me. These impurities embedded in fiber literous textiles, shedded in the hail tailored to motivate behind his splendid leverage. Now I'm drowning in a pool of why are you here? Sabotage with my beast of burden pertinent to if I die this year. My name is Drop Spell. My name's Alicia. My name is Flagrant. My name's 1,000 Steps of Patience, but I'm sick and tired of waiting. My name's Polaris. My name is Cannon. My name is Low Life. My name is every imperfection plays a part in my descent. My name is Carnival. My name is Posture. My name is Polarized Evidence. My name is Delicate Approach roped symmetrically to my fellowship. My name is Cordial. My name is Eagle. My name is Captivate. My name is Contaminate the rich and clock their profits for the captive's sake.
Let us hope that the horrors of evil no longer loiter on the doorsteps of your
circle
path.
of sandbags, drag the shield, the meal, the nitty hand grab. Slitting hopes at your local Acropolis. Opulence in the cockpit, not the pocket for them born with a pebble toss sunk to rest. While they've exhausted the art of drunken address. Exhibit fracture lines that converge towards where the hackers whine. When trappers slack the traps unlatched and catch covered in tracking lines. That'll make his majesty furious. Oh, bury his head, and how could I have been so dense if only? Yeah, but I'm lonely. My days graze normalcy, then morbidly crash. My eaves breathe honesty, then sardonically laugh. Alas, I dig my toes into the sand and spit foliage out my lips, personifying mankind's end all aspirations. Hope flows. No hope sinks like broken boats, and most harassed before provoked. I'm tossing darts at a map of the arts to pick up where you joked, and when the last leaf falls off the branches of resonance, I'll be waiting with my butterfly net to collect the evidence. Well, I am a room with poison oak scaling the sides, arachnids on the ceiling, rugged thumbtacks, bones to rusty pipes. If you can squeeze between the bars, enjoy my space, employ my waste, and taste the hand dealt by a stolen grace. You ever wish the circle was a square, so when land sharks start circling the borders, you could just cut them off at the corners? There's a ghost in a basket of values pertinent to which kayak pilots succeed in surfing it through. Now I'll be surfing it through. So if you need me, spread your wings to spell my name above the mess near the other funny requests. See, my all too tolerant mannerisms have hired a whim to assist in a meticulous pick apart of cobweb from skins of innocence. Child of timid instinct with that 10-step ahead premise. Fly dust bowls before the Zephyr was requested. A mile in humble shoes, 10 shades of blues come off the difference. I grimace. Took me one eye blink to conclude that simply is. My name is Drop. My name is Pillar. My name's Allegiance. My name is Flagrant. My name's 1,000 Steps from Patience, but I'm sick and tired of waiting. My name's Polaris. My name is canvas, low light intention. My name is every imperfection plays a part in my descent. My name is carnivore. My name is polarized. My name is delicate approach, roped symmetrically to my fellowship. My name is cordial. My name is captivate. Contaminate the rich and clock their profits for the captain's sake. My name is vagabond. My name is angel. My name is century. My name is hunter. My name is sunburst. My name is wildfire. My name is routinized. My name is basic. My name is consequence. My name is cigarettes. My name is cynical. My name is tolerance. My name's hallucinogen. My name is waterfall. My name is runaway. My name's alarm clock. My name is kill it. Reflect the destiny of the village. So in 20 count regrets float down futility spillage. See, I'll pass the broken hour this time for certain. But from here on out, it's hoofed mare or barefooted urchin. Digging your purse. Now exhibit true audacity and passively hack reason of ribbons. And you're excused from the round table admissions committee. Activist legends turn hostage in fallen cities. Dirty earthling circling, vision immaculate. Spin me dizzy in a crosswalk. Not too far gone, mastered on senses. Inspect relentless, forbidden boogie systems with crook addiction. Well, sure, my crown is formed of thorns, but my thorns are formed of sound. Sounds will keep me warm. Mornings born with frozen ground. Put a rope down, pull me from where the buzzard's clear to me from the bones of you and your little badass Mad Max musketeers. Where the silhouettes of emaciated frames danced on a high wire, mistook for aspiring third world posted, but inserted to ghosts of dead. With sinister links like chieftain was your forte. Knuckle dragger in disguise, seeking the match made in your eyes, friend. It don't take the wisest men in triplicate pacing to find I don't condone the blasphemy. Hatcheries procreate from the floods to the fires to the droughts to the cyclones, tidal waves, the twisters, tornadoes and hailstones, whirlwinds, tropical storms, blizzard and monsoon, all of which I witnessed prior to waking up inside my room. Panic episode tantrums, fuck hugging my cool. Right. The edginess readies the Mach 9 quick draw, hence the duel. The company of similars couldn't excite the motor, but hermit crab ace home alone. One barrel of idioms in a charcoal stick, courage under desire, canopy tray beautiful, messiah reluctant, stuck in the pluck of the harp, buzzing the fuzzing television mixer, book of saturated matches in a half-made bed, played with my other half of the litter, litter of the pick, pack leader of hub, cannibal fuel, mechanical zoo. There's ample room for stubble ways inside the cargo bed, said Leach prior to firing up his barnacle magnet instincts, leashing himself to where the wind spitting ice storms and termite swarms are commonplace. I'ma trace the silver lining winding round the prophecy. I know there is good in you if one peels back the opulence, but I also know it's ratio to bad. Don't feed my confidence the nutrients. Moody tints of blue circle the clues. The instant success being personal, then sucked basic diversion. Rusty anchor, budget for nothing. Wedged between Aesop rock and a scarred face of frustrated fuck you. Bound by concern. I can't believe I'm still concerned. Can't believe style children turning they sleep over one-liners while I yield to heal your burns. Color me out of my skull, dragging a wagon of creature features. And all I ever wanted was to aggravate the sleepers. Look, self-crafted heroics, murder worthless. Crash test ideologies, catalog alien doctrines, type disturbance, got them out. Killing machines turn belly up, buckled. The troubles I've seen, Cokes 24/7s of wide eyes from daydreamers, clean or dirty. Serpents and turnboys, preference for the latter. Justify the germ's birth, cauterize the gashes after. On my left, one finger for each burrow I can touch. On my right, one finger for each time that I wake up midsummer night. Who's cloaked in a pristine mantle of hellfire, but ain't capital. Glaciers out the east slide lateral. Born for one task indeed. Born the citizen king of oaks out this ugly duckling sea. Look, I ain't too tired of dragging the baggage over the seesaw seats where the reapers turn mortals to Caspers. See, the plainest dull conjurable can't mimic the null of a billion troops holding matchsticks to empty cannons, standing for many moons where the sun hit the mountainside splendidly, basking the last warmth ever known to man's tangents. In the wink of an innocent star child's eyelid drop, he vanished. Managed to carve initials in the granite wall and damned it all up. I hung with cats that do the don'ts, that forged through the moats, hoping eloping with sovereignty in a canteen deemed the prodigies. I logged the wake, the wash, the walk, the work, the well, it's almost 6 o'clock. I never seen so many tugboats miss the dock.
Thou mayest indeed tune unto the forbidden channel and see it like it is, baby. Who should be our champion? What manner of channel beholdest thou? Shall it fall on me? This scene is forbidden.
friend. Stringing a ring around my wit's end. 13 loops later, his feet hung inches out the pig pen. Motley day goblins brought and pillaged the passive stillness with bad javelin tips dipped inside barreled black magic brilliance. Who rose at the tomb of the unknown soldier to capture the fascist fragment choreographed in traffic dance for nickels? Hooked like sickle cells to the principles of camaraderie. One hope distortion odyssey sputters itself to my how not example sample. Divvy the bread crust while considering the littering. I don't pity the head rush or the whimpering spill. Anchor to rock bottom packs a ravenous catalyst sprung alacrity, leased by the carnal tirade. I'm choked when the caged bird sings, it stings, springs me out delirium to stitch them clipped wings. I sink instinctively, brink while I clinging and shrinking souls, mourning the tests of falling idle on to quality control. Oh, quality control. Stand still, string up the banner from the beehive to the anthill. Rag dummy, incorporate the unison of Viking ship rowers, plus the perfection up to twice the bird with half the stone thrower. Seek your assessments. My communicative hindrance bleeds the needs of a billion hungry victims gripped by the hell that slipped the splinters and shivered up the mass and made invalids leak marbles. One component short of shock and mass burial. Freeze. Broken penny bank fragments float up in stagnant seas. Dirty work plus applicants with chatterbox disease. Iron bandit. Give them the stars, their head balloons, and Ruthie asks for many moons, and I can't stand it anymore. It's like
Thinkest thou I fear thy sling? And the regulars were sore amazed, and they turned and fled. I'm the mightiest slinger of them all. There is a time for war and a time for peace, a time to run and a time to split.
I'll run a buddy race. Malnourished monarchs and loopy admirals where 99.9% swear by their broken axles. I build boats over pack rat bats and bully clubs swung post-utility inhalants. Nail it to stability and sail it. Lopsided starboard bow, crooked mass makeshift. Patching holes with chewing gum and stitch a sailor thirsty faces. Observe me sitting with my eyes tied to the cloud. I know that once that wind kicks up, you and your motors left rope to the dock. And it's the art of clarity, married to slender extension of blue sky of a happy neighborhood. String on my ring left me dancing like wooden dummies in a tape of nature. Merry etiquette's a doornail, friends as little brittle dolls of paper in assembly. I tremble with a crocodile smile, hiding the fish out of water complex provided upon entry. Now if I were to halt the speed to ever get the game plan, would you honestly impede? I mean, I guess I could just divorce me from the rest and blame my chemical imbalance for the fact I've made a mess. But my loyalty supplied hints on which inklings I should run with, and I'm thinking that their town prior's about to fill this here bucket. It's that grand precious, that part of you wants to touch and part of you just wants to sit and be impressed with. Tainted agony, inductive barnacle attachment, mood swinging upon the barnstorm through perpendicular traffic. Spread circa 4,000 circles, she burns cicada wings above Arcadia's townsmen, spoon-fed the shadow. I'm tired of being wired into the thief ratio. It's gnawing a hole through my scheme, so I leave. What I mean?
It was the Molotov cocktail hour. Have I not brought you blessings without number? They had plenty of nothing, and nothing was plenty for them. Ye have never had it so good.
That's the interstellar.
I can tell you it was from when I closed, but I froze.
That's the interstellar. That's the interstellar.
Swear to God, I can count to 10 all on my own. And the saints go marching in. Serpentine regime ordered by response or the endless population. Caboose humming, no fence, me in a van with common patrons. The parody blasted every red brick in sight, but had to keep his plights from ticking. I'm slipping my key and wind dim by dirty tap water and that roach on my ceiling, circle of fins, round a better push pins. Let's connect the thriller volume to a flat earth. Jaywalking or hawk the passengers past the mere dragon bandwagon passengers. I'm sorry, me. We've never met, my name is Driftwood. Thanks, friend. Good looking, I'll never see you again. Like feeding frenzy, catfish, stomach empty, ocean spangled in hooks, dangled by anglers off the plank of burning books. And if you're not gonna eat that, killjoy inherited by spirits lacking harnesses. Merchant, Goliath dipped in slipshod posture, conceived evening. So I feed ideas, turn sundown to bastard, son adopt a reroute dreaming. Oh, I ride the plane poet, flare gun a yellow raincoat. Heard a harp and sun up, waste my lifeline searching for the same note. Please, I know butterfly wings ain't fit for auction. Dig my claws in sturdy walking, head hung. Skylark litigants strung out like cash paid up participants. I in the trying diaries of a lowlife, siphon through that vain anti-diligence movement. Here to hug a habitat, working class trash straight when the races hit their high. I spy a toddler on a corner with her bubbles and a dipstick. I witnessed the fusion of a breath and her amusement, and it killed me and it stabbed me and it cut me clear open. The notion that this child is timid in a sense, embrace pleasure within the token of a moment. Breathless, arrested by not a quirk, stripped of vulnerable disclosure. So close, you're so much closer. Take the hint. I'll take the hint, but still she's never known cold. Call me a 20 when those bubbles explode. It's like that.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
Back to back, the stack and a brick match with the fact that I've sipped the dripping sap tap casually out the limbs of captivated blends back, tracking the patterns that trim friends to thinning savages. Take one down, pass it round among us. Lick a tip, a drink, drunkest. But your quest swarming the floorboards and the carpet turn to marbles. No, the carpet turned to charcoals and made skeletons of warlords. Snake charmer, hate farmer, divvy the rations with an eyedropper of poison passions hoisted above the masses. And it interrupts homeostasis, even flowscapes like asymmetric snowflake visits and winter symmetry blizzards. I'm sleepy, one wing more, and I promise to pay homage to those who stand truly deserving. And the list ain't long, sink or swim, rival or ascension. Even birds of our combines float if you let them. They'll be dodging more than cradles when the bow breaks. Note the eviction slip clip to your little visions in a cloud shape. Oh, my left hand is a bricklayer, my right hand is a plow face. We build and destroy in response to every sound the crowd makes. Sling blades braided with apathy, madly balanced on the palette of the Almighty for painting the first half of me. Honor bonded with monster mashing, attached casually on the palette of the Almighty to paint the second fraction. I'm collapsed under the relic rainbow. We're separate yet succulent. Aquamarines hide the imbibed sweetest elixir. Star heckler, elitist, talk, gawk, and yet another real conceived green fetus bleeding parallel sterile fixture. Urgent, the surge was like filament overkill. Kill the overspilled dairy saw faucet. For real, how many leaves your clover got? Mine's got 8, 3 for normal, C1 for luck, 4 more, so you'll spot it from space. So it goes.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup while I pour.
You only have the cup. You only have the cup while I pour.
You only held the cup. Thanks, friend. Good looking, I'll never see you again. Yo, I saw the Rhode Island cross inverted, circling above my turret, slid the spiraling banister down a high. My ruby glass glazed specs stapled to trader market thieves, where vendors count the stolen citrus out they pyramids. Mirrored with that is slapstick mavericks plugged directly to third rail surges. Prison electric mayhem through city commuter circuits. Ooh, child raises oddity, son of a circus sideshow freak, pertinent to the slideshow. Winos leak, but I won't be infected. Projection hung thick in the air, punching his burning plastics upon whipping the nasal cringes. Pucker another 60-second lapse while 60 stars collapse to suckers, and I'm reborn find me with railroad spikes. Use my skull to bash them all in, gather, sit and grin, weave. All fail the most serene communications pageant. We're sitting with a stranger and living awards the badges. I spell merit with my name stitched on my heritage and serenade arrogant simpletons to feed my cherished grin buried in leagues of please, thank you, pardon, excuse me, you're welcome, may I? I'd like to nod, but no, you may not. Let's take a deep breath. No, let's take a breath. No, shit. Well, I guess that about says it. Maybe I craft the sycamore canoe and paddle upstream where the luck seems to reflect precious, healthy intervention. I've died 1,000 deaths. I apologize to you and yours for kicking your fantasies overboard. I mean, I'm only one servant, one hell of a diversion. If the masses have agreed to split the seed and let it bleed, I've died 1,000 deaths. I apologize to them and theirs for breaking down the ropes, ladders, and stairs. I mean, I'm only one servant, one hell of a diversion. If the masses have agreed to split the seed and let it bleed. You ever died 1,000 deaths? I have. The day tomorrow stood 1,000 steps from where my nervous laughter made a road at. Nomad, I roam in a social coma, Jones in for home alone days to sing how my poems are. Digging the dirt, I ring up the earth like pulley systems, thereby painting the perfect metaphor for hung jury. Strung along a song of sporting thorns of fury. Numb the anti-eyed alarm before he recognized his worries. We carpet bomber, spearheading finger operator, walk my line. Now what? Now strut that little poison combine y'all call natural. And honesty promised me 20,000 slimy leagues of diving, finding my tribe and Ivy Leaf climbing at the pitfall. Lack of most lords aboard, heroes unsung, heroes unbrung rewards. Now if I flutter in a trouble clutching, I dance fancy forward like park children, double dutching ropes and burning city summers. My wingspan can't well employ full expansion. I'm folding while lamping at home with my hands panning for gold. Told them the roof was on fire. When that structure burned to ashes, all your soul was Aesop rock holding an empty book of magic. Maybe I'll sit until the spilling motor's clear. Maybe I'll sit and stroke my Billy Goat beard and rethink the time angels appeared. Maybe I won't. Bundled in my humble little plummet, numb enough to die those 1,000 deaths under the sun. It makes me sick. Died 1,000 deaths. I apologize to you and yours for kicking your fantasies overboard. I mean, I'm only one servant, one hell of a diversion. If the masses have agreed to split the seed and let it bleed, I've died 1,000 deaths. I apologize to them and theirs for breaking down the ropes, ladders, and stairs. I mean, I'm only one servant, one hell of a diversion. If the masses have agreed to split the seed and let it bleed, I've died 1,000 deaths. I apologize to you and yours for kicking your fantasies overboard. I mean, I'm only one servant, one hell of a diversion. If the masses have agreed to split the seed and let it bleed, I've died 1,000 deaths. I apologize to them and theirs for breaking down the ropes, ladders, and stairs. I mean, I'm only one servant, one hell of a diversion. If the masses have agreed to split the seed and let it bleed, let me bleed. Yo, I surf an axiom kinked in a centerfold by ugly tenement. Distribute sour inhalants, regulate lorry development. Today, summon a rugrat oblivious to what's delicate. Tomorrow, siphon imperfection out the fetus prior to selling it. There is the brain of the thickest half circle, cupping the port to accordance. See the thorns don't clutch, it's more but conformance abhorrence after entry. Lit and pearly gates and shed and access without gentry, hinging our binging on public picket fencing. Swarming the terms and conditions of unsatisfied destiny magnet, where the ebony shit of cratchit ratios tragic. Loose like pseudo mavericks clash of utility pageants. I post frozen a blaze of the grand combustion. A leader's deception connection. Wipe away the bomb, respond a friend with an eye socket full of needles and a wheel to die for nothing. That's glory. Arrive by crass itinerary, barely suitable for common slum cats. And the lemmings will follow you through the bloodbath. Aboard that awful train through Shane's path, where I trade my window seat for one pane and replacement stained glass. See, I'm battling the gods of opacity. Now I don't mind y'all looking in, just watching Sin City steam slips under my skin. And I'm about halfway to nausea, halfway to contentment. Two halves post-mating dance evoked a whole lot of resentment. With a pen around Mastodon, patriarch claustrophobias, woke broke cubicles, confines with combines suitably ingenious. So I beat it like infinity. With a time bomb strapped to dignity, my symmetry's vivid image still can't mimic the victory. Comfort is a crumb and I'm numb as fuck. And some prefer the harm and others tend to suck the life out of the crux like 1, 2, 3. And I'm a hug dummy, hug the hungry, pull the lever, push the button, drink the garbage, spit the homage, reap the harvest, target everyone. Mechanized idols inhabit malleable colonies to the fire and drop the sweet leaf. Your dreams a needle in a needle stack, layman safety pin physics, baby tin blizzards collide with old iron sides, trust the rivets. I'm sick of the pick of the litter, soaking the spotlight when I know they owe thanks to the end all Aesop rock shit. Watch, build me a home of brick and wood and everything good with a front porch, rocking jar, fireflies by night and smoke stokes till the day meets twilight. Build me a home on a green grass hill where running water in the back build me a home with a basement and an attic where I can store remnants of a day I once slept in. Build me a low skull and sacred in the races, locked in a pagan doctrine, watching born again faces, gamble on patience, fail playing. Ochre and sienna, war painting, stain play, community hawking its raptors, overlooking outcrops, giving one life to laugh at. Catalog bliss and the least common attachment. 10 seconds of blaring silence, pilots flight 3 to find stagnant. Most emotions host an entire lesson, congressional less one. So merely for the exceptional spectacle. The pause detour force avoidance of the soup dispersal, where the straight and narrow's a perfect circle. Has been fastened to the flip side by a migrating cluster. Better than college. And my old father's son is the Holy Ghost. Suck that theology. Our king for a day or peasant for a pleasant life. Blood on the easel and my eagle eyelid spots. Runaway pirates. Look, I despise squatters with a draw me a river, a quarter. How'd you afford that dog and sour dialogue? My hook in the pond. I put my worm in the hook. I put my trust in the worm. Yeah, he bring me something to cook. I bet a tug on my line. Man, I lug the trash can on my pole with a note from the worm attached that read, thanks to nothing, asshole. Parables of nature make a character giddy and riddle me a similar situation. Mid-city quick, put your honor on the line. Dorsett amongst bloodthirsty barracuda circlings and report on powers of deviltry versus church. Lips torn by both polars and their workings. I can only model throttle at the dream catching, matching Apache hollers with a sovereignty harbored and charged by hate breeding and enmity, spigot spitting stitches to fix the bridges and the gaps. When out of broken bridges, giving straps and trying to walk to get stokes is like hopscotch between polar caps, and I'm blue in the face with every second is a waste of breath, making that classic mockery of every step. Build me a home, please, with a light in the window and a red front door and a picket fence and a fireplace and a sturdy frame, and we can sing. I'll tell you my name. Leak out the back door for more, and this is New York City.
Oh, I see these here walk eyes empty a shade of shut. It seems we share a fate, honestly.
I noticed them making mockeries of madmen, and not to bend in the honesty. My 20,000 leagues ending grand sardonic fatigue.
The view from this here segue crowd to listeners, nothing special, simply listeners. How we dissolve its poison.
I live beneath the scenic, where the fossils pledged allegiance, where the centipedes and serpents bigot on territorial disagreements. The uprooted turn moody and act pleasure to skinny ribbons, and I'm stuck my skull caught beneath assumptions, pumping pistons.
Lift the jug, the rickety wall, who's out now?
We tune out the clouds of hiding, Twilight Street merchants. We die you freely and been here before. My place.
All of the ceiling seems to be leaking. Oh, it's the wall for big box spring broken from man of everywhere else would I sleep. I love you. It's not easy tying knots. Use paycheck, make it rain. Outstanding a shot smudge at best in this stuff here. Sees me need, I go beyond gray. Lonely, this forest is very, very different. Friend, hail, things like magnets all the way meant was traveling up.
It only takes one slacker to attack alacrity in compliance with time and regulations. Poachers poke me just to jump the batteries. I'm juiced, loosed by the notice, seduced by the ambiance, the motives and the modus operandis. I'm supportive, sorta here to modify those monsters. Try to decide why pleasure captors round my hip line. My sit times on some here. I lay my bricks alone to build these walls among us. Dreams can spread us forth, but can I run with the alumnus fungus after daybreak? And it churns, and I burn for less fortunate. It's all like Jason's forced to use their last match to water off the glaciers. Back as they profess, cloud spitter, litter with pensiveness. Mr. Piss drunk upon Sir Dull and Sister Mr. Funk, I'm in a lull.
I'm thinking
of a number from 1 to home. From one ridiculous tenement with no wings to spread. I'm home again.
I'm
Inside
thinking
my box of cardboard days.
beautiful
I'm
color.
thinking of home.
Paper hat.
And I'm home again.
Good. Funny how faces show up. All is for me. My mouth
Could have
hangs
been me, but it
on.
wasn't. Crashing, burning, crash effect. It could collect me indirectly, but it doesn't.
Pause. Given the looseness of blending its hard lock with going blank slap look. It's mirrored universe in 1 yard. So many square feet and everything counts. Higher life forms a dirty sock. Every penny saved, every penny saved. The city of dreams.
And I'm down to earth.
I'm down to earth.
My 0 hour snuff dog, but I marked the day the mirth burns. The time allotted, now it loops around the plotted. Boycotted the water, just poised for the prodding of the rotting bottled hostage. One sundial filed me under useless playtime drinking, thinking smirk-worthy well. You're with me from the high school sweat to the self-pity. Sickly threadbare stared back my needlepoint life willow. Man, I purposely spun short of gold to lazy lasted perfectly. It must have been the dust. My God, the dusty cluster dust. Father the rustic crust the luck with which I touch togetherness.